11:02. We're going to make some pasta in the crock pot. It's a recipe I saw on the tube from Southern Frugal Mama. I like her. She's fun to watch. I like her accent. I think I mentioned it before. I like her accent. Maybe I'm a creep on her accent. Anyway, it's like this throw it in the crock pot pasta dish. Comes out kind of like lasagna, but it's not lasagna noodles. She used whatever these are called. Shells. Macaroni shells. But she said you use whatever pasta you want. So that's what I bought because that's what she used. It looks good. I think I got all the ingredients. You literally just layer it up in the crock pot on high 2.5 to 3 hours, she said. So I'm going to flip you around and show you what I got. And here is a 15-ounce thing of ricotta cheese, 2 eggs. I just threw in some Parmesan, didn't really measure, and Italian oregano Italian seasoning. And then I had a little bit of this left over from something else, so I'm gonna use that. And then I got a new full sauce. Here's the pastas that I'm going to use, and then some of the rest of the Parmesan cheese to sprinkle on the top. So we're just gonna layer it up. She said, put a layer, I'm just gonna use this whole thing. A layer on the bottom, boom. And then a layer of the pasta. Boom. Then we're gonna do a little bit more of the pasta sauce. Then I'm gonna stir this up and I'm gonna make a layer of it on top of there. Now we're just going to get a layer of this. Top it with the rest of the pasta. She did use 2 full jars of pasta sauce, so I may have to open up another one. Well, another layer of the ricotta mixture. Then I'm just going to sprinkle it with the rest of this cheese. There she is. All right, give this about 2.5 to 3 hours and we'll see what it looks like. Good morning. It is 9:24 on whatever the frick day it is in January. I was up at 6:30 this morning putting food in the crock pot for lunch. It smells really good. It smells really good in here. I might insert the clip of me preparing the said lunch in the crock pot, and I might not. I was early. It was 6:30. I don't know how I look. When I see it, I'll decide if I want to post that or not. But I got the recipe from a friend who follows this person on Facebook who uploads a lot of like recipe stuff. It's for some barbecue peach chicken, and she served it over rice. Sounds really good. It definitely smells really good. Per usual though, I did go rogue on the recipe. Just a little. In case I don't share the video of me putting this together, I'll show you a picture of what she's done for the recipe and where I went rogue on the recipe. Guys, I'm sorry. I can't help myself. You know, I always have to put in my own vibe into pretty much anything I do. She used chicken broth or chicken stock. I had beef. So I used what I had. Sorry, I'm gonna make sure my nose ring isn't sticking out of my face. I keep looking at videos sometimes and I'll have this like silver burger hanging out. When I got this done, she like marked it and I was like, I feel like it's a little low and I don't want the post showing. I should have stuck to my guns and just made her do it. She tried telling me something about you can't go up higher. It wouldn't have been that much higher. It's a matter of, it's like right here. Go up just a smidge and back a smidge and it would have been fine. But she said something about some nerve or something in there. This is where I had it pierced before and I had no problems. So I should have pushed back. Don't let other people tell you what you want to do with yourself. Do it. Be safe, but have well thought out for yourself minds, because yeah, anyway, hoozle, whatever. Yeah, so making sure I don't have a silver burger was the point of that. I don't want no silver burgers. Feeling my Grateful Dead as well today. Wow, that was a real bad sidetrack. I'm sorry. So it's chicken thighs. This is her original recipe. Chicken thighs, Sweet Baby Ray barbecue sauce, chicken stock, red chili flakes, peach preserves, jam, whatever, Worcestershire sauce, and then salt and pepper the meat. I think that was it. Where I went rogue was I used the Sweet Baby Ray's spicy barbecue sauce. I didn't have chicken stock, I used beef stock. I didn't have red chili flakes, but I have some of my friends' homemade hot spicy seasoning. I use that. And then I had bought too many for Friends Mess cans of green chilies, so I threw that in there too. Why not? Sounds good. I like sweet spicy things. The more spicy, the better. A touch of sweet usually. Yeah, it's good. And this is cooking. It's supposed to have been on low. I just realized when I came in here, I had left it on high from when I made my pasta dish yesterday. I'm feeling all over the place. Every time I start these videos, I think about it and I'm like, I want to be more organized and my thought process more defined. So when you see the video, it's just more organized and my thought process more defined. But also when I'm editing, then I can do whatever like I envisioned, you know, for the creative part of the, you know, just throw it in Canva and add some cute shit. And then I get on here and I go dumb. This is how I feel like I do when I go. This is why I don't like going into a grocery store. Part of it. I just don't like the crowd. But, which is funny because I like going to like festivals and concerts and stuff and the crowd doesn't bother me. At least at Fish and Dead shows and stuff like that. You know, bluegrass, it's like a big old family get together. But anyway, yeah, I walk into a store and it's like I have my mission, and I can have the list either in my hand or in my brain. And I will walk into that store and I will go, boop, everything's cleared out, vacant occupancy in my head. And I will not walk out of there with things I went in there for, and I will walk out with things I didn't need. But I also will just have anxiety from as an addition to just the crowd of people and being in a store, the fact that my brain did go blank, and that gives me anxiety. I feel like I do the same thing when I start recording. I have a plan. I want to be focused and organized and like I said, open for rent in my head. So yeah, back to this. I got up at 6:30, got this in the crock pot. I still had some Friends Mess trash in my thing, and who knows if they threw food in there. Probably did. Definitely lots of beverage containers. I need out of here. And so I got a bunch of trash I need to take out, and I need to do laundry. I've been here, so my house is like four unit. It's a house that's broken into 4 apartments. Twin apartments on the bottom and twin apartments on the top. They look the same. My friend lives above me. I rarely ever hear him. Maybe if he's working out and he drops his weights or something, I might hear that. Or if he's playing his cello because it's on the floor, so then I can hear the cello through the floor. But my neighbor, and this is recent, on the other side, upstairs, she sounds like she's stomping through my apartment. She sounds like she's in his apartment. It's crazy. The tenant that lived there before her was the same way, but all the time. This is new. This is a new occurrence with her. But I can hear, like, it sounds clear as day that she's like right above me, and she's not. This is very interesting to me. I was gonna say, it couldn't tell if it sounded like her upstairs just then, or if it sounded like the laundry door, because we all share laundry outside in a closet, essentially. So hopefully that wasn't the case, because I really need to do some laundry. I rarely go out there. I try and not do laundry very often. That sounds bad, but I just have a lot of clothes and underwear. So I can get away with it for a while, but then I build my laundry up and I need to do it. I'm not really motivated to go out into the cold either and do that. I should go check the laundry, make sure she didn't pop in there. I know the next door one didn't. He's a teacher, so he's probably, at school. So I'm probably safe there, and he's at work, so, and he always asks me to check the laundry for him, so I know he ain't here doing laundry. Anyway, be back. Do you know what I use? Downy Light and white and free and natural. Let's go inside. It's cold out here. Laundry's going. Lunch is cooking. Duder is cleaning his balls. I have a boring life. Oh, that reminds me. My record. I collect records. I like records. I have all these records, and then behind the chair is more. And then there's some over there, and there's some under there. I have quite a collection of records. But I went to play a record the other day, and the needle's gone. How does that happen? It's a Sony, I don't know the model of it, and I've looked it up. I feel like that the stylus arm thing just pops off and you replace it with a new one, but I don't know. I'm scared to mess it up. Does any of you who's out there have record player knowledge and replacing needles? Because I'm stumped, and I'm also, now I can't listen to none of my records. I don't like it. I don't know what happened there. How does a needle just go away? It's a mystery. A mystery. This thing's funny. Y'all have Spencer's? Do you have a Spencer's gift? I'm sure you do. I don't think it's just Indiana thing. My parents in their basement have a full length, like, old bar that was pulled out of somewhere. I don't know where. It's huge, long, red Formica top, classy, and it's got mounted bar stools that spin, but they're mounted to the floor. It's fun. I spent a lot of childhood there doing my homework and such, but they used to host, get gatherings down there and have little parties for like New Year's and stuff. But this always hung behind the bar. My dad was a PBR man, and so there's lots of PBR stuff down there, like old Pabst. Like a lot of it still says Pabst, not PBR, not that old. But this hung back there. The hospital booze, IV, it never was used as far as I know. It was just kind of hanging back there. It says vodka right here somewhere. I think it says, or I thought say Spencer. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know where I got that in my head though, that this came from Spencer's. Or maybe they just told me and that's why I've got it in my head. 1978. It's even got a year on it. 1978. But I don't have anywhere to like hang it, so I just leave it sitting here. What else got in here? You want show and tell time? Got my VW buses. Have you guys seen the VW buses? The new one? The whatever it's called? I want an old one. I've wanted an old one my whole life. Someday. I don't know how I feel about the new one. I don't know. I really like the old styles. If they were going to come back, they should have just made it look like the old one. Kind of like how I felt about the beetle and the bug too. Like it should have just kept the style, the shape, everything was already, it was already perfect. You could not made it any more perfect, okay? But I have my little Volkswagen. Got me this puzzle that I've not put together because I don't have a place to put it together. But it's a little bus. I went and saw Dead and Company, and I got, oops, sorry. That's my concert poster that I had to get it because it's a bus. And then my ex-bosses, you know, the ones, the good parts of them. It wasn't because they got me shit, to be honest. There are good parts to them. They're just lost. Got me this little night light somewhere. I need a new light bulb in there. The light bulb burned out a long time ago. So I got that bus. I don't know, buddies. For now, that's what I got going on. When lunch is ready and I'm plating up your food, I will show you guys. Holy shit. It helps to hit frickin' record. You know what? Do you know what? That whole time that wasn't recording the grand reveal of this peach barbecue chicken. Okay, let's try this again. So here's the rice, and here's what the chicken thighs turned out like. Peach barbecue. I apologize, I already platted it up, but there she is. And it's you don't get my first bite now. But what I was saying was the addition of green chilies. Man. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Yes, I can't imagine it without it. There would have been something missing. The green chilies is a definite addition that I would recommend if you like spicy. Yeah. Also, what I was saying before I took my first bite is I'm very funny about meats. Mostly meat with a bone still in it. It grosses me out, especially chicken. Getting better with some red meat. Chicken with the bone still in it, I can't do it. Nope. But also, when I have chicken, even deboned, sometimes the flavor is off for me. And it will make it so that I can't eat it. It repulses me. So I precursored my first bite that you missed when I was recording and I wasn't. That if I didn't like it, if it was a chicken thing, I would let you know. Because that's a me problem and not the recipe problem. But I can happily say, at least so far, with the bites I have taken, it has not grossed me out yet. That it can still happen, because it does. Sometimes I can be up to the last bite and it will be something will be taste funky or a texture will be funky and it's over. This is good. I need something for a thumbnail. All right, I'm gonna go eat my lunch and I will catch you guys later. Peace out, bean sprouts.
Seasons come and go. Universe will change, but I'll feel the same.
In the picture, she does have the Sweet Baby Ray's, but she went with original. I have sweet and spicy. Peach preserves, some Worcestershire sauce. Her recipe called for red pepper flakes. I don't have any, but I do have some of my friends' extra specials, super hot, spicy stuff that they made and gave us for Christmas. I don't have chicken stock, so I'm using beef stock. And then a package of chicken thighs. And then the extra thing I had is some of these chilies. I'm just gonna throw those in there because why not? And then we're just gonna serve this all over rice. So let's assemble the ingredients, okay? In the crock pot, we're going to put chicken thighs into the crock pot. Give them a little salt and pepper. In here, a tablespoon of the Worcestershire sauce, a half a cup of the peach jam or preserves. I'm just gonna wing it. I'm just gonna eyeball it. A half a cup of the barbecue sauce. And then a pinch of, it calls for the crushed red pepper, but I'm gonna use my friend's spices. We're gonna spice it up. And then about a half a cup of, it calls for chicken broth. I'm gonna use the beef because that's what I have. My real rogue is the green chilies. Now we're just gonna cover this. Cover this and let it cook on low for 5 to 6 hours.